If you need to strip some paint off of metal, wood, or other surfaces inside or out, I'm going to show you how to fix it in 15 minutes. All right, there's a lot of paint strippers that are out there. This particular one is a paste, and it's actually a very safe paint stripper to use. Now, you couldn't do this with most paint strippers. It doesn't hurt. I could leave this on for several minutes, if not an hour, and it's not going to bother my skin whatsoever. But you'll be amazed at what it does to strip paint. Now, even though I just showed that demo, when you're doing any kind of paint stripping, I'd like you to wear some gloves, wear some glasses, and you want to make sure that you're protecting yourself. Now, here I've got a wood shelf that's got some paint over the top of it, and I'm going to actually use this paint stripper over the top of this. I'm going to use a brush. See this? It's kind of a goopy, it almost has the consistency of like a hand lotion or something like that. And then I'm going to liberally apply it to the surface. Now you want to get a nice heavy coat of this on there. You're not trying to paint it, you're trying to actually load it up and get into those nooks and crannies with the brush. And the idea is that as this reacts with the paint, you're going to see that it starts to loosen that film up. And depending on the amount of paint and layers that's on there, that timing will be how you know when to start doing the scraping. Okay, that's good coverage right there. Now we need some time. I know it's fix it in 15 minutes. That was pretty quick, but now we need to let the stripper do its job. And as I mentioned, this is water-based, which means that it's going to dig in there. You can use it on brick, metal, wood. Let's give it a little bit of time. The manufacturer says 3 hours is about the minimum. We actually let this shelf sit for about 6 hours. Now we're ready to give it a try and see what happens when we start to scrape. So I'm using a metal scraper here, and you can see there's still a nice heavy coat of the paste stripper on the top. And I'm just going to start at one end. Now, depending on how many layers of paint, you may notice that you really have to do a lot of scraping. It appears that this particular shelf just had one coat of paint, but this stripper did such a nice job of dissolving that coating and taking it off of there. It's pretty impressive when you look at how easy this is. Boy, I mean, this stripper really did a nice job. I'm just going to take a rag and clean that all up. But look at that. Now, a little bit of sanding, and then you can refinish this shelf or whatever you're doing, brick, metal, any way you want. Paint it, stain it. You fixed it in 15 minutes with a little bit of waiting time.